Literally, in the modern time, you will call this cemetery.
These people didn't know that this is cemetery.
Yeah. So yeah, on the time that this residential the residents of this area is living here, they don't even know that there's a cemetery here.
Used to pay my mind like standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I know my patience. So won't you please stay or be alive?
Hi everyone, welcome to the new vlog. So today we are in a different location again, and this place is called Imbbakatuwa Megalithic burial site. So this is a prehistoric burial site, and this is quite this is like alongside of the road in Dambulla. This is not really, should I say, a special place that you must have to visit, but since this is like located somewhere close to like Sigiriya Rock Temple or the Dambulla Cave Temple, Sigiriya Rock Fortress, Dambulla Rock Temple, Cave Temple. So why not stop by, because this is very full of history. So we are heading inside, and alongside you will see this the photos of the pottery that I think we're gonna see it there on the museum. They kind of like a small museum. There will be a little entrance as usual, like maintenance or something. And as we discover the place, like how you know, Suddi Akka is always giving you information about the place, and I did the research about the story, the history of this place. So while walking around, we will find a spot later to discuss the story of this place. So for now, enjoy the view with us, guys. Okay, so this is the Ibbankatuwa protohistoric megalithic burial site. All I know about protohistoric is, I think, the end of the prehistoric and the start of the historic. The period of the end of the prehistoric and the beginning of the historic period. That's what they call the protohistoric. Actually, this location, according to my research, this was discovered on the 1970s by residential excavation. So when you say like residential excavation, it's something like unintentional excavation. They just want to build a house, and then they found out that they found out on that time that there's a megalithic cemetery or a burial here. So when we say megalithic, guys, megalithic is actually from the word megalic, which means a piece of the huge stone-like slab that they will put on top. So normally in those old times, the historic people, this is how, if you can see those like rocks, like, you know, 4 rocks on the side, and then the one that you will see on the top, that one there, okay, that one, this is the one that they called megalic. So this is the way they keep the body, the cadaver, shall we call, or the body of the dead people on the prehistoric time. Normally you can see there are small ones only, because they can either put on the urn, or they call it cist, like the urn where the ashes of the body, after they burn the body, they will put the urn there. That's why later on we will go to the museum where you can see all these like jars, the clay pots where they put, normally that's what they call cist, or where they keep the and in these times they called it urn. That's where they're keeping the body. So some it's a skeleton, some of them in a one I don't know how to call it, but like one megalithic square, they were going to have like couple of jars in it, right? So megalithic burial actually is literally means in English like burying above the ground, so they don't dig like in these latter days. You have to dig 6 feet on the ground to bury the body, but on the megalithic years you have to they called it like megalithic burial is like you're gonna bury above the ground. So and this side here we will see all those clay pots that they dig during the excavation. So these are some of the recovered pots that they dig during the excavation. You can see there are some small pots, there are some big pots there. These are the pots that contains all the ashes of the body that see, and some the pottery from megalithic burial. So these are the potteries that they make those time. These are the storage jars from the megalithic. And you can see guys, it's like from the circa 7 to 4 CBC. So it's that around 2700 years ago or 600 BC. So actually this area, Imbbakatuwa Megalithic burial site is actually what you call this, declared as an archaeological site. This is one among the 100, I think if I'm not mistaken, like around 180. Sri Lanka is actually very rich on prehistoric sites, and if I'm not mistaken, it's around 180 so far. By far is 180 prehistoric sites declared in Sri Lanka, and it's like numbers of skeleton already of the prehistoric people has been recovered here. And this is the burial site. You can see this is what they call the megalithic burial. So you can see there are like 4 slabs, and then one on, they will cover it on the top. They don't dig. It's under above the ground. So that's the one that they call the megalithic. So the megalithic, they will put it on the top. So all these clay pots that will contain the ashes, some of that you will see like big parts, the whole body will be there, the skeleton. I think they have discovered some skeletons in this area as well of the prehistoric people. And I think the prehistoric people of Sri Lanka are the first Homo sapiens of Sri Lanka, are closer to the Aboriginals of Australia. And then, yeah, actually, and if the place, guys, to those who's asking like, what is the difference of archaeological sites, what it means if the place is declared as an archaeological site. If the place is declared as an archaeological site, it means history is not finished yet. The story is not finished yet. When they preserve the place as a historical site, it means there's something more to dig in on this place. So archaeology people will be, you know, slowly discover the histories or whatever stories or whatever things they have to find in this place. And I think in this, after they excavate this place, they found some what you call this, like they recover some of the beads and the stones, but I don't know where we're gonna see that. Yeah, it's not. No, the jewelries, the beads. I think that they have only the photo which we saw on the wall. This is actually the one outside of this gate. Yeah, this is the one outside, right? So this is how is it when they excavated the photos. I mean, this is not a must-see place really, but this is a place like, if you're a fan of archaeology, then this is a place that you need to visit because it's full of a history. Yeah, because that's why I said, because they said that the story of this, when they dig that place, it's because of the residential excavation. So you notice, guys, so this is another path going to the other burial site. And if you notice, on this area here is a residence area, and on the other side is also a residence area. Because like what I said a while ago, this is they excavate the place for a residential purpose. Yeah, on the time that this residential the residents of this area is living here, they don't even know that there's a cemetery here. So after excavation only they found out that, yeah. So this is how it's set. This is another one. Since you can see, guys, it's like group per group, yeah. So this is the other one. So okay guys, so we are about to leave this area called Imbbakatuwa Megalithic burial site. And like what I said, I just want to be honest guys, this is not the place that I should say must be on your bucket list or a must visit place. But since you can see the highway, this is the exact road that you will pass if you want to go to Sigiriya Rock Fortress or the Dambulla Cave Temple. So why not stop, especially if you're a fan of archaeology. This is the place that will really give you so much of interest to find out, to see, and to discover. A little entrance for the maintenance. Stop by, it's along the highway, so stop by. I think it's Dambulla Corenigala Road. You can stop by and just it will take you a few minutes only to see the place. So that's it for today on our Ibbankatuwa Megalithic burial site. So again, this is Suddi Akka on my Sri Lankan travel vlog. So see you guys.